What's going on, my people? Welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching, whatever. Today we're going to be taking this 1x3, turning it into a sweet and beautiful, unique picture frame that anybody can do. And I'm going to show you just how easy that is. All we're going to be using is this router, my miter saw, and my sander, and that's it. Maybe a couple bits. Definitely a couple bits. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the bits that we're going to be using today, one of them is this 1/8 inch straight bit from CMT. You can see that there. That one we're going to use for some cool little lines down the center here. We're also going to be using this 1 3/8 Cove & bead bit. That'll be for the outside decorative edge. And we're also going to be using this 1/2 inch Cove bit, which will be for the inside. The other router bit that we're going to be using is a 1/2 inch rabbiting bit, which is in our router. We're going to route the underneath part of that to that way, so picture and glass and everything has some place to sit. So, okay, so first thing you want to do is mark your lines of where you want. And you know, get creative. You can do this however you want to, but I'm going to mark them at 1 inch and 1.5 inches. So that's where I want my router lines to be down the center. So I'm going to mark it right here at 1 inch and 1.5 inches. Then I'll set my guide up, my straight guide. And then we'll run this all the way down. Okay. So we got the bit set at about 1/4 inch depth. And I've already got the straight guide already set up. I've got the clamps on here. I'll move those as we move on down the line. Let's see what we got here.
You'll find what you are looking for. In fact, that's all you'll see. Set out to defend your kind, poison nuts in the head.
So that's what we got so far. That's what we're looking for there. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side.
These days there is too much fear blocking love to heal. Let's find a way to build a bridge across our forest.
And that's exactly what we're looking for there. We want it slightly off center from one side or the other, whichever side. This side over here is going to be the inside of the frame, so that's why it's offset over to the front a little bit. This is where your Cove & bead bit will be, and this will be right over on this side is where your inside Cove is going to be. So let's switch the bits and go on to the Cove. Okay, so with the inside, the Cove, you don't want to go too deep because there's going to be a rabbit underneath that. So right now I got it set to just over 1/4 inch. So we'll go with that and we'll start there and work our way down if we have to.
Where how deep it goes. Remember on the other side, seasons of their own.
And that's what we're looking for right there. Nice little Cove bit. See, we got plenty of room underneath there for the rabbit. Okay, so I think we're going to be making this frame. Well, I don't think, but I know. We're going to be making this frame 11 by 14. So we're going to get a rough estimate. So the inside is where we want our measurements to come from. I mean, you can measure them from the outside too, but to get an accurate measurement for the inside, especially where the picture frame itself is going to lay, then you want to make sure that that's accurate there. So that's gonna be my inside cut there. So we're gonna come out to here. Okay, here's our first piece. Cut. Now let's cut the rest. Okay, so here's what we got so far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rabbet the underneath part here all the way around. Then we're going to glue it up. Okay, so now we are going to route the inside of this edge, put a rabbet on it, and I've already set the depth. I mean, you can set the depth however deep you want and however wide you want the rabbet to be, but let's do it. So that's what we're looking for there. Got a nice rabbet on the back end. Let's finish up the rest. Ready for glue up, made by Pony, I guess. I don't know. I just grabbed it a while ago at the one of the big box stores. But if you don't have one of these are essential. I mean, these come in handy. I mean, you can make your own too, but I just find this thing to be pretty essential. Once you get everything glued up, put this in, cinch it down, twist this knob here, and that tightens everything up, and then you can adjust everything accordingly. So let's get the gluing. All right, what I'm going to be using is Titebond 2. You can use Titebond 2 or 3. I prefer 3 for a lot of different things, but Titebond 2 will be more than enough, more than sufficient to hold this together. And dab some on there. Spread it all around. Both sides here. We're going to be sanding this afterwards, so.
You'll find what you are looking for. In fact, that's all you'll see. Set out to defend your cause. Poison darts in the head. These days there is too much fear blocking love to heal. Let's find a way to build a bridge across our foreign land. Let's choose
had time to dry, giving it a couple hours. And let's take it apart and see what we got here. So, this is what we're looking at right now. Now we're going to do some sanding and get into this fun stuff. Okay, now we're going to get into some sanding. We're going to be sanding with my Festool, Festool sandpaper, 180 grit. And what's that? What's this contraption on my back? Oh, that's my Milwaukee backpack vacuum. That's how we get wicked with it here at Enzo Paint Company. Let's get into some sanding. Now that our sanding's all done, we switched our bit over to the Coven bead bit, and we got it set right now just over 1/4 inch. We're going to see how that looks, and we may have to go a little deeper. Let's check it out.
You'll find what you are looking for. In fact, that's all you'll see. Set out to defend your kind. Poison darts in the head.
All right, so that's what we're looking for. Nice edge there.
These days there is too much fear.
Now,
Walking left to heal.
let's burn it. So, I'm not trying to char it. All I'm trying to do is give it a nice color. For whatever we want to do next. Make sure you get the edges real good. I'm just moving around it. Just keep it going until you're happy with the look you're going for. I mean, obviously this is all going to get wire brushed off. You want to make sure you get the edges real good.
Reasons of their own.
Obviously I got gloves on, but it's kind of what we're going for here.
Just whether fear or love.
And we'll let that cool down, and then we'll wire brush it. I'm not doing anything too crazy. Just kind of letting the wire brush do the job. Just getting some of that top layer of soot off of it. And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of steel wool, 4/0 steel wool. 4/0 steel wool. I'm just going to run that right over the top there. But that's what we got so far.
How do you do? I'm writing you a letter.
Now we're going to experiment a little bit with some stain and shellac. See how that turns out. This looks like here. So what I got is some Minwax solid color stain. This is the True Black, number 274. I'm not going to go real heavy on this though. Could probably
and before you toss this letter,
probably even.
There's something that I've got to say.
Let's see if I like this or not. Never know till you try, right? That's what I say. You never know.
Across the sky can surely take your body to a new place for a while. But some things stay, no matter where you go. Do you still love me, Liza, babe? Please tell me yes or no.
Alright, so that's what I got so far.
World turns ugly. We turn inside.
See what happens when we put a little shellac on it. See if I like that. Okay, so now we are going to put some shellac on it. See how that looks. What I have here is it's Zinsser Seal Coat. It's 100% wax-free shellac. I also make my own shellac, which I prefer to do. But we just take that and put it on, and this stuff dries super fast, man. The nice thing, if you don't use shellac, you should. Because the nice thing about shellac is it can be used as a top coat, it can be used as an undercoat, it can be used as a pre-stain, which is what I use it for quite a bit, especially on pine, so it evens out the stain. I know some people use like conditioners and things like that, but this is what I prefer to use for that. But shellac's been around forever. So if you don't use it in your arsenal, I would highly recommend it. It'll be dry in 10 minutes. Probably less than that, but this is what we're looking at now with the shellac onto it and the stain. Let's give that a couple minutes and we'll come back and see how it looks. Okay, so here it is with the first coat of shellac on it. Tell me what you think of this.
I heard you got a new job. I heard you got a haircut, and it looks real nice.
I think what I'm gonna do
Are you ever lonely?
is I'm gonna go ahead and put a coat of,
I heard you got a new
I'm gonna coat it up pretty good with the black. I'm gonna go full black. Now that the shellac is dry.
There's something that I've got to say.
I'm gonna take a rag and let that sit for a second.
Shooting across the sky can surely take your body.
We'll let that sit for a minute and then I'll start wiping it off and see what we got. See what we're working with here. Yeah, I think I like it. Tell me down below in the comments what you think. So here it is, all finished in all its glory. You can see that there.
You'll find what you are looking for.
I think it came out pretty nice. I do say so myself. But like I said, you can use any type of finish you want. You can finish it up any way that you want to. I mean, it's a pretty simple design, easy to do, not many tools to use. This is another one that I built. This is another one that I made.
Blocking left to hear.
Take a look at this one here. A little bit different, a little bit more intricate, a little bit more routing and cutting and whatnot, because this is a two-piece. These are two different pieces. And that's got a straight bit routed down, so this could fit into it. But and then I finished it in unicorn spit, two different kinds, teal and copper, and then top coat of shellac. So if you want me to show you or make a video, if you want me to make a video of how to build this one, put a comment down below. Actually, anything. If you want, comment down below if you want me to do like a review on any of the tools that I use, any of the finishes that I use. I'll be more than happy to make a video for anything. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.